Perspective Log X, Lakers-fandom.
Hey, hello, my friends. By now, everybody should know, if you are a Lakers fan, that we pretty much have a championship team. Let me explain. Before that, I gotta say good luck to Lonzo Ball and Alex Caruso. They're gonna be with the Bulls. You know, really hurt losing Caruso, but we had some people back to the Lakers. Trevor Ariza is back. Also with Dwight Howard, if you saw the title. And we got a few other players, especially a few other shooters. Um, uh, and I think the only team that right now in the East is looking really good is it's the Miami Heat. They had Kyle Lowry, and they stole PJ Tucker from the man. I just saw the news that I didn't see it before. Tucker signed for a $15 million deal. Something I didn't see before, it was that Luka Doncic have taken to the semifinals. It's the first team, Slovenia. It's not even, the US is not the first team to get into the semifinals. Is Slovenia with Luka Doncic. All right, so Rose got a sweet deal for $43 million with Fournier. He's gonna join that team. I don't know what is going on with the Celtics. They are not, I don't know. So Dwight Howard is back. A lot of people are talking about the Lakers being a nursing home. Really? Is that what you Laker haters are talking about? Look. Dwight Howard is still rolling. Anthony Davis is in his prime. In Russell Westbrook is still playing like Russell Westbrook. LeBron James is still playing like LeBron. You gotta understand something. The last year or the last season, what happened is that the Lakers had 71 days while the other teams have 4 months for the players to recover, to whatever. The guys in the bubble had much less time, much less time. So don't come at me with that. Oh, you're not a healthy team. You're old. All that stuff. Lakers are going to run, and we got shooters now. And so I'm trying to find, I had it right here and I can't find it now. Devontae Graham is going to be a Pelican. Wasn't he a Pelican? No, he was, he was from the Hornets. Isn't it kind of sad that for Dennis Schroeder that he didn't take the offer for the Lakers? Now we got Russ. We definitely, if Schroeder stays, he is going to have to be the backup point guard. And he's going to be the best paid backup point guard. I don't know if that's going to happen. So Schroeder, right now the Kings don't want Schroeder. So we're trying to get a triple team negotiation, so another team takes Schroeder, whatever this other team can offer to the Kings, and then we can get Buddy Hield. But Buddy Hield is, I think, the last big thing the Lakers are gonna get. There are some summer leagues players that are, around 40% 3-point shooters. So you can get some of those if you are not able to. All right. Let me see what the Athletic says here. So we get Bazemore, and we get he's a 40.8% 3-point shooter. We get he's coming from the Warriors, and we got somebody else. We had Wayne Ellington, who is being a 40% player for pretty much 43% or something like that for years. So he's very accurate player. And then we got Trevor Ariza, and this is Trevor Ariza give us a wing defender, and this is the other thing. Westbrook doesn't have to guard the point guard. He can guard the other wing. So we got Ariza to guard a wing. We got either LeBron or we have a number of players who can guard wing. So we solved the problem of the wings. We solved the problem of the shooters. We solved the problem of a playmaker other than LeBron, and we with Dwight Howard, we solved the problem of a center other than Anthony Davis. I am not sure if Marc Gasol is staying in the team or he is retiring. I know people don't care about him being a Laker, but I would like him to retire with a Lakers championship. Just for, those things. And he can work with Jokic. And this is the problem. Dwight Howard can deal with Jokic, but the problem with Dwight Howard is that he's going to get into fouls really easy. He can get into fouls really easy. So, we want Anthony Davis to play a power forward in those situations. I don't know. We'll see what Coach Vogel has to do. The reason I've been doing this live late is because I have some coaching decisions to make on the team that I'm coaching. So, and I need to see the players. Still haven't seen players. I need to prepare with which kind of plays am I gonna get. Tomorrow it's gonna be a busy day for me because I wanna do that. I wanna see how the Lakers do. So I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do that, or I'm gonna be coaching at the, teaching in coaching. It's a class actually, but yeah. So there's a 1-year deal. This is the thing that we need to understand, and this is what the Lakers do so well. If you put a team that is almost guaranteed to win a championship, you are going to have role players that won't want to get in. That's why not only role players, but we have, I don't know if DeMar DeRozan would take a big pay cut, because I don't know what the Lakers, I don't know what the budget is left. But DeMar DeRozan wants to be a Laker. Why? Because he knows the Lakers are serious about winning. He's got, contract already. He got paid, but you play to win, right? So you are going to have a lot of people lining up for teams that look like they are serious about going into the championship. I'm pretty sure a lot of other guys would like to get into the Nets. Why? Because the Nets went through everything to become a team that should be considered for a championship. And that's what people don't understand. People say, oh, well, the Lakers have a big market. Okay, that's true. But even when the Lakers have a big market, Not everybody wants to go to the Lakers. And there are people that believe their team are going to get them there. And one example, this year, the Milwaukee Bucks, what did Giannis Antetokounmpo said? No, I'm staying in Milwaukee, and I know that Milwaukee is going to get me a team that is going to take me to the championship. I know what you say. Like, I believe it too. If the Lakers were healthy, the Lakers would have won it all. I am certain about that. But, you got to count that the injuries, all that stuff is part of the game. So I'm not going to say here, like, oh, there be Milwaukee Bucks, they didn't deserve the championship or anything like that. You play what you got, and you play against what you have in front. So my respect to the Milwaukee Bucks. They did what they needed to do. They got the team that they got into the finals, and they were able to beat the Suns. And the Suns were a very good team. It's not like the Suns were a bad team. And the Suns are going to be back. And they got Javel now as a backup center. So they are reinforcing their paint because they want, they know that the West have big centers, at least for the most part. So I think the Lakers, they have somebody, okay? I don't know if this guy is gonna be any good to getting on the main team. His name is Romaro Gill. He's 7'2", and he is a shot blocking machine. He is a rim protector, and so it didn't hurt me that much that we lost McGee, though McGee is very good for chemistry. He's a guy who is charismatic, and wherever he goes, who hates JaVale McGee? I don't think I can find anybody. Like, this guy is so likable. But this is the thing, and that counts. In teams, that counts. There's always the guy who is like, yeah, guys, we're friends here, right? So this kid is I think he's got an average of 2.3 blocks per game. But I don't know if that was the G League, the games that he have played in the G League. I know that in college it was extremely difficult to for anybody to try to score over him or anything like that. And I don't know if this was in, when he was playing. I think he's from Seton Hall. If my memory doesn't fail me, and this kid, I think he had 8 blocks in one game, something like that. He is not much of a rebounder, but he's really good on the pick and roll. He rolls pretty well, and he's a rim protector, and that's all what we need from maybe a guy after Davis, Howard, than him. But these all things depend on what happens from tomorrow on in the summer games. When I say the summer games, I'm not talking about Olympics or anything like that, about the summer league where you can see the newcomers. And remember, we're gonna have a team with the newcomers of this rookie season and the previous rookie season that we didn't get because of the COVID. I don't know if you remember the South Bay Lakers. They didn't play, so they released the guys so they could play somewhere else. Maybe there was some sort of a deal, I don't know, but they are bringing them back. They are bringing back one of my favorite college players of the last 3 years, which is Captain Hook, Xavier Simpson. And Xavier Simpson is a good outside shooter. He's got very good mechanics. There's a few of these guys that have very few mechanics. Very good mechanics. I'm talking. I mean to say. Alan Griffin also, I think, is a 3-point shooter. Vic Law, I can't remember his average, but he's not just a 3-point shooter. He is also a good defender. And I forgot his height. I don't have it here. Joel Childs, that is a guy we want to watch. I think he's now 38%. I don't know. He played in the National Basketball League in Australia, and he played some in the G League since he's been. But Austin Reeves, okay. He's probably Austin Reeves and Joel Ayayi are basically the two-way players for now. Ayayi is a 41.3, I think, 41.3% from the 3-pointer from behind the line. He can also score off the dribble. He is not the best defender, but he can do team defense. Sometimes he get lost, so they have to work with him on that. Joel Childs, he was also 40%. Now he's 38. 38 still great, But Austin Reeves, he's a scorer. He can score from different parts. He's very crafty. But something is not clicking with him, because he got to be at certain point a 50% 3-point shooter. Now it's down to 30, and there was a season he was 29. So what is happening with him? I don't know. His shooting mechanics look okay to me, but I haven't only seen him in highlights. So if anybody has any idea why this is happening to him, you can comment on the comment section. And so this is this is what we have under contract right now. We have LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook. We have Taylor Horton-Tucker he's restricted right now, and the Lakers are going to do whatever it takes to get him still. We have Dwight Howard. We have Trevor Ariza. We have Kent Bazemore from From the Warriors, we got Wayne Ellington. Wayne Ellington is elite 3-point shooter. He's elite. And we lost Ben McLemore. I wanted him to be signed back, but I still think that the Lakers need to take in consideration the possibility of getting at least Joel Ayayi at certain point into the main team, because another shooter wouldn't hurt, and he's a 2. He could be in the backcourt with Taylor Horton-Tucker. I think Taylor Horton-Tucker, I don't know if he's going to be starting in the team, because I would put Kent Bazemore or maybe Wayne Ellington as playing as a 2. This is what I think the Lakers are going to have as a starting lineup. Obviously, Russell Westbrook at the point. Wayne Ellington as the 2 player. Unless, for some reason, THT dominates so much the 3 shot that they trust him into that lineup. But I think either Bazemore or Wayne Ellington are going to be the ones starting. I think, so let's say it's Ellington. So it would be Ross at the point, Ellington as 2, we don't know who's going to be at 3. That could be Taylor Horton-Tucker or Trevor Ariza, but I think Horton-Tucker would be better for that position, because I want Ariza to enter for LeBron James. And so we still have signings to do, but so it would be Davis at the center. I keep interrupting myself. Davis at the center, LeBron at the 4, maybe Taylor Horton-Tucker at 3, Ellington or Bazemore at 2, and Russ at 1. We can have Brazilian style fast break. Where the Brazilians were the ones that came up back in the 80s with the fast break ending up in a 3-point shot with Oscar Smith. So the Lakers could use that playbook, which in the NBA you have the Golden State Warriors doing that, and you had a few other teams that started doing that, where they go into a fast break, where instead of going into deep in, going for a big shot from the 3 land. All right, so that's what I believe is going to happen. I think this team needs to run. It needs to run, but it can now that they have shooters, it can just play in whatever pace they want. But Ross is a guy who is like the um, he's like the batteries commercial bunny. I'm not gonna say it because they are not paying me for an ad. But you know what? That never stops. Like he plays explosive from the beginning and all the way down to the end. So I think the Lakers have to have the opportunity to exploit that and make the team a fast break team. And with Anthony Davis as a trailer, with LeBron James as a trailer, it's going to be difficult to develop a defense for against them. And I'm not worried defensively because you still have either Anthony Davis anchoring the defense or Dwight Howard anchoring the defense. And if anything we learned from the championship Lakers, 2 seasons ago, is that the Dwight Howard is a good anchor of the of defense, and he's very mobile, and he's very mobile, strong. He's still, he's still a great alternative as a center, and he can score. Like, whatever you think of Dwight Howard, he was an all-star, and he can score. Like, he was once the guy a team revolved around, and so if you look down to him, he's gonna do a lot of damage, and that's what we want him to do. We want him to be paired with some shooters, because then you have to decide who are you gonna guard. And if you get in the middle of Howard and the basket, it's not gonna be pretty. All right, so we still have some things to put on. Look, I was one of the guys who said we would never get Russ, and we got him. So playing cat. If you get DeMar DeRozan, you need to be the executive of the year. You need to be the executive of the year. They didn't give you that when you put that championship team that nobody expected that you would put together. And you did it with very minimum budget. Now you're doing it again. I mean, and now there's more possibilities because we can have a shooter in a sign and trade and get someone, big caliber like Buddy Hield. If we get Buddy Hield, we're gonna be a really difficult team to beat because we're gonna have a lot of offensive power. A lot. And now, if we get DeMar DeRozan, still we'll have, because then DeMar DeRozan would be on 3, and how do you play that kind of odds? if I'm the coach, let's say I have DeMar DeRozan, I have Ross, right? I have LeBron Davis, and only one shooter. And that one shooter could be Ken Bazemore or Wayne Ellington. I play a 5 out. I play a 5 out. Come and guard me. If not, just have Ellington shoot from a screen, or when we got the ball to Ellington, do a sweeping screen, or having somebody cut into the paint. Because once either Ellington or Bazemore have the ball, then it's the Lakers become a threat from 3-point line. So if that happens, that's what I would do. 5 out. And I would dare guys, look, try 1-3. If it goes in, try another. You know? And I would try that the first few games. Then I would make adjustments outside of that. But Anthony Davis can shoot the 3. LeBron James can shoot the 3. And DeMar DeRozan is not known for his 3-point shooting, but he can make it. And Ross got a lot better from 3, and he can make you pay. And I can, like, there's another play that you can do. It's a horns play, which is what usually that's what Frank Vogel usually base his offensive schemes, where you can have the 5 running down, and then the 4 making a screen a little bit under the elbow, and then the 5 comes back out, gets the ball, then the 1 goes in, and then goes to the position where there is the 2. The 2 make a screen so the 1 can get the ball again, and you can. It's a fake motion, and it works. You can do backdoor passes. You can do if your 5 gets free of the defense through the screen, then you can do kind of like a pick and roll type of play. It's a roll, but it's not necessary. It's more of a decoy, but if the decoy works, you can still have a good pick and roll play. You can variate that, but it's a fake motion offense. You can do that. You can get Westbrook. You can get Davis to go down, and if the defense doesn't fall, it's a low from Westbrook to him. You can have, instead of the 2, you can have the 3 or the 4 like LeBron. You could have if it's instead of Ross getting the screen from Ellington, you can have Ross making the screen and Ellington shooting from 3. um, or you know, Russ passing the ball back to Ellington in a screen by whoever's playing for, which is LeBron, and LeBron can roll. I mean, I know I'm saying a lot of stuff because I'm thinking like a coach. But yeah. So this team is gonna be really good. But we gotta watch out for Miami. Miami is getting packed, and one thing I wanna say before I go, it's Fitzdale. I know a lot of you say, well, he hasn't been winning as a head coach. He's not going to be a head coach for the Lakers right now. I mean, maybe in the future, we don't know. But something I know about Fitzdale, he takes players whose average as a shooters have gone down, and wherever he goes, these shooters go back up. And there are sources in the NBA that says that that's directly related to him. There's a reason why LeBron likes Fitzdale in there. Not just because he was part of the the coaching staff when he won in Miami. But he's for what I heard, Fitzdale is a great communicator, and he does a good job transmitting the coach message to the players. So I'm gonna leave you here because I gotta wake up early, work on some things. I mean, it's already pretty late, and but I don't know. Take care of yourself and each other. May God bless you all, and go Lakers.